Alright, Travis Wayne Goodsill, uh, the day after. Now we're waiting for Trump to flee the country, as Nixon resigned during this period of his judiciary impeachment vote. Between that and the actual House vote, he resigned before he could be impeached in the House. And so we're all expecting Trump to flee the country, or it's just me. He can't resign. He's got 1 billion lawsuits waiting for him. What I wanted to point out is that we are under attack. We are at war with Russia. As Ritz Surds doesn't even know how to spell his first name right, which is a major clue that the person is a fake entity on YouTube. He chastised me for referring to Mormons as Mormon. Again, born and raised in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, going on 50 years. I know what I'm talking about, Mormons and Russians. If you're gonna be an intelligence officer, you've got to do your research. You can't just claim that you know what you're talking about and you're gonna defend Mother Russia. Which is interesting, because Crimeans are claiming that it's Father Russia. I guess it depends on which side of the party they're on, whether it's communism or Nazism. And so he said that I'd get more views if I didn't call Mormons Mormon. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's all YouTube and their analytical program of harassment. So I've done all the videos on that. Again, if he had done his research, he would have known. But again, that's the whole point and purpose of being a Russian intelligence operative on cyber media, is you just trigger people to get them upset and furious. And they just sit back and laugh. Ha ha ha, we got you angry. And so, yeah, I just laugh, ignore it, and I can delete it now. YouTube has made those changes for me, as I can hold your comments for review first, so I don't have Russian spies putting misinformation and disinformation on my channel. Yeah. And so today, or I saw it today, right before I went to bed. I'm watching Magnum PI at the same time as I'm doing this. And so I did a video last night about the signs in the heavens indicating that Trump will be brought to his knees with impeachment. And for that one, he says, very interesting, thank you. Same guy who chastised me for going up against the Mormons is now saying, very interesting, thank you. That doesn't mean he's supporting my video. It means he's got information to use for misinformation and disinformation. That's part of what they did back in 2017 with the signs and biblical signs of the heavens occurring during that time period, and even earlier with the Tetrad. Lots of people were coming out with robotic speech and all this crap, talking about how the man-child of John is the Antichrist. We've got to look for him and destroy him. Yeah, it's plain to Christians who only believe in Jesus rising from the dead to come again to earth to destroy the wicked. And yet, think about it, Christians. You voted for Trump, you support Trump, you lie for Trump. And so if Trump isn't Jesus, and Jesus is coming back to destroy the wicked, how does Trump fit into all this? So again, it's ridiculous, and Mormons fall for the same trap as well. They don't follow their claims out to its completion, and if they were, they go, oh yeah. For example, Mormons believe now, it used to be couples will be together forever. Now it's families can be together forever. I've been going through the previous conference talks, and so I've watched the titles and the people who are giving them, and I found the one that said couples and families will be together forever. That was the pivotal moment when Mormonism switched over from couples into families as a doctrine. And that new doctrinal change is that your family will be together forever. Okay, follow it through, Mormons. If your family will be together forever, are you the parents or are you the children who will be with your family forever? Oh, it's both, is it? So then you got to include your grandparents, and your great-grandparents, and your great-great-great-parents, and so on and so forth back to Adam. Well, yeah. Keep on going the other direction. Your children, your grandchildren, your great-great-grandchildren, so on and so forth to the very end of the earth. Now, follow me. We are physical beings and subject to the laws of physics, which means there is a finite amount of people that can fit on this earth. And so Heavenly Father's Son, if you didn't know it was a son, it's a son. Doctrine and Covenants, look it up. It's also a specific size. And so Heavenly Father, He came from an earth like us, right? And so shouldn't all of His family be together on the same planet? You starting to see where I'm going with this? Eventually you run out of room if everybody is to be together forever as a family. That's why it was originally couples. Heavenly Father and His Heavenly Mother in the original Mormon theology came to this solar system, this galaxy, to have a family of their own, with spirit children who were to come to earths to get bodies. That's the Mormon doctrine in its origin. It was not the whole family of man together on one planet, because it can't be done. It's physically impossible. And Mormons do not believe in the Christian God of supernatural, infinite, all-powerful, omniscient. Mormons don't believe that in their original theology. You didn't know that, did you, Mormons? So, yeah, and Mormons have been deceived with the mis and disinformation within the church, which is why I came up with that video, Mormon Apologists Are Domestic Terrorists, which is doing fairly well. I'm surprised. But that's what they are. In warfare, that's the first stage, is to misinform and disinform your enemy. That's exactly what Mormon Apologists did. That's the purpose for their creation back in the 1960s, 1970s, when they saw John Welsh promoting his Hebrew chiasmus of the Book of Mormon, which was supposed to be an Egyptian document. and thus was born Mormon Apologetics. And so they're committing warfare against Mormons to confuse, misinform, and disinform. So, yeah, I thought I'd share that with you, that we're still under attack by the Russians and other groups of apologists who are misinforming and disinforming are also emerging from the Mormon Church. Kwaku, for example, as I mentioned in my Mormon Apologist, he's a terrorist, domestic terrorist, because he's lying. That's what apologist is. He's a liar, defending a position with unsound argument. And I point out my favorite one of Kwaku's: plagiarism is proof that the Book of Mormon is true. And so I just like to quote South Park with their Joseph Smith episode. Dum 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 dum.